Hello, Uta here with an ad hoc bouquet from some trimming of a rose, a rugosa rose called Hansa, Hansa. And I decided it's got some buds on it. They were just buds and they were all closed when I cut this, I think, yesterday. And I put it in water and I like it. It's a very naturalistic kind of a bouquet. This is a movement video, and this is an idea that I've been working on, which is that movement can be meditative, and especially if you add these breathing strategies that are for reducing stress. And what I'm going to show you actually is something that I figured out for dealing with this pain situation that I have in my feet. I have a low chronic pain in my feet from injuries that I got while dancing. I happen to have high arches and all that barefoot dancing and everything, waitressing, all this stuff that I did in the past caused a little bit of deterioration of the soft tissue on the bottoms of my feet. And I've been moving around, trying out techniques that I'm seeing on Motivational Doc. That's motivational and DOC, all one word, YouTube channel from this chiropractor, Dr. Alan Mendel. And then the specific thing that I'm going to show you for feet, for pain in your feet, is from, I don't remember the name, but it was from a physical therapy YouTube channel. So, if you're in a stressful situation with a family member who did what my ex-husband did and thinks that they're the opposite sex and all that, it is automatically going to cause a certain amount of stress and discomfort because it doesn't make sense and they're doing themselves harm and you're watching this, and sometimes they're being very demanding of you. It's just putting a lot of stress out there. And I would even, if I had figured this out, I would have even taught it to my kindergarten children, because it is a little movement involvement that I think can just take your mind away, because you have to concentrate on the movement. And that's what I always loved about dance, is that it is a type of meditation. So first, it's called 4-7-8 breathing, and it's simply breathing through your nose on a count of 4, holding and especially breathing with expanding your rib cage, your lungs sort of sideways to make sure you're really filling your lungs. And the inhale is through your nose, and then you hold it for, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you hold it for 7, and then you breathe out for 8. So I'm just going to show you that. You could probably do it just based on this instruction, and I will count with my fingers. I did it too fast. So that was breathing in on a slow 4 count, holding it for 7, and blowing out with really pursing your lips, like they teach you in the Lamaze classes for breathing during natural labor. This, and I think just having that much to focus on, to coordinate, kind of can take your mind off of the other things. And of course, expanding your chest is going to help to relax the vagus nerve, the largest nerve from the brain into the torso. Now, the movement for helping with foot pain is I'm going to move this now. Okay, so you don't really need to see my head. So I'm just going to do this side first. It's when you flex your foot. Let's see, I'll do it this way. When you flex your foot, your your arm is parallel to your leg, and it goes out like that. And it's a little bit counterintuitive because you think that you're going to alternate with doing a fist. You would think it would be this, like almost like you're pulling it up. But I think there's a little bit of a trick you're doing with your nervous system, and you're reaching out with your fingers when you flex your foot, and then making a fist when you point your foot. Now, the way this was demonstrated that I saw was the person was in a chair and lifted and did it with one leg, and then the other was down. But I've modified it, and you could do it this way to get used to it. You could go like this with both feet and arms. But what I've challenged myself to do is to do it alternating. So I'm going to start off with this side closest to the computer, and it's going to be this and that, and then I want this foot to be flexed, so it's like that. Now you could add the breathing. And I pose that if you take a break from my other movements in the movement series, and for example, do that one time of breathing, and with this, I have to always set myself up for this. It's like being a little machine. I should call it milking the cow. And then you could simply go into the reach up and over and focus on your abdominals a little bit, and set yourself up to go back into this. If anyone knows the mechanism of your nervous system that makes this work to relieve pain, please write it in the comments. I also wanted to mention that there's a YouTube channel called Sex Matters. Sex Matters is the nonprofit organization for women's rights, which was originated by Maya Forstatter and Helen Joyce. And they are posting many interviews about the legislation going on in Britain right now involving sex-based rights, and you can just look up Maya Forstatter, or you'll find out all about it by just going to YouTube channel Sex Matters. So might be time to go and pick myself some more flowers. Like, subscribe, and comment positively. Be well always.